Can you see all the steam that's actually going past the laminate floor and is jumping over to the wood? That's some serious power right there. But I mean, it's Shark. Yeah. What do you expect? When you talk about leaders in floor care, you're like, okay, they know what they're doing. They're doing this for a reason. I'm going to take this from the deep. I'm going to bring it down to light now, because now I'm just going to do a little light dusting. I got little tiny paw prints that need a little help. But with one pass, I'm actually done with this area. So you're gonna already start seeing this area clean up. You're gonna see it evaporate within 30 seconds. Wow. So we're gonna come over here.
Yep, tough job.
Highly recommend, I'm not doing it right now, but highly recommend if you're going from the bathroom to maybe the kitchen, change the pads. We gave you 3 sets. Yep. That's why we gave you 3 sets. If you get into a really gross, gnarly area, go ahead, take those pads, throw them into the washing machine, but then move on to the next area with your clean, fresh pads. These are gonna last you over and over and over again.
Over and over. And then again, the pads obviously just go right into the washing machine in the dryer. So here's the thing. It's $24 on any, I kept saying 4, it's 5 FlexPay. $24 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay. Think about that. $24 is all this is to get this home. We're saving you the other $12.50 because you have your free shipping and handling that goes right along with it as well. And it could not be easier to maneuver and so incredibly feature rich. I think that, again, is like really one of the most important things to share with everyone.
I'm so sorry, that spot's very dirty. So I'm just gonna, you keep doing your thing and I'm just gonna make it so you're standing on some clean flooring.
I know,
where
did that come from? See, this is probably the cleanest the studio's been in a long time.
It could possibly. I keep trying to go to a different area in the studio, but look how I can even get into this triangle area. Because I can go right along the baseboard or the wall, and I don't have to worry about hurting the wall, because what's hitting it? Those microfibers that are so soft and so plush, so that I can actually protect it.
Right. And then remember, at the same time, you're removing 99.9% of the bacteria that's building up on the floor. So you're cleaning and you're sanitizing at the exact same time. You're not using chemicals. And honestly, you're so right, Megan. To your point, you've got the little kids. Look, my granddaughter was just born. The kids.
Congratulations.
Well, and then all of the, the pets that are on the ground. So you don't have to worry about anybody coming into your floor, being on the floors. And it could not be faster. I mean, this is fast. This is the fastest, easiest way to clean as well. And you're doing the job. You're doing the job better. And we're gonna, as we continue to show you these demos, that steam blast, and we're gonna lower the lights so you can actually really see the amount of steam that comes out of this amazing, amazing unit. And you can use it with the blast, or you can use it without the blast. Either way, and right on the front, you can see those super powerful LED lights. There they are. Now look at that. Wow!
So you can see that steam is traveling from one side of this flooring all the way to the other side. Those LED lights are really highlighting all the messes that are in front of me so that I can come by and I can swoop and I can pick them up. I mean, this comes to the point where you could be doing one room and you look into the other one, you're not even turning on the lights because you have your own headlights. Yay. You just go in there, you give yourself a little blast, you clean it up, and you move into the next room.
I love it. Okay, the brass behind me, 270 left. So if you're thinking about this brass, this is your last opportunity with 270 remaining, and then a few more remaining in the mint exclusive and in that eggplant as well. But you're getting home for $24 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, no interest whatsoever. Amazing power to it. And we are gonna take a quick little break, but we're gonna come back and show you even more demos. But this is the time to make that decision. Do some incredible cleaning in your home and clean with the Power Steam at the lowest price of any Shark we've ever had. Stay tuned.
Trusted by millions, she is one of America's most successful female inventors.
If somebody's struggling, I look at how could I make that better for them.
For 25 years, Joy Mangano has been part of the HSN family.
The HSN customer is who I dream about.
And she's just getting started.
The product we're creating is amazing.
Don't miss Joy Mangano here on HSN.
Retire? I have too much fun.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Why settle for ordinary when you can step into extraordinary? Designs that are as bold and vibrant as you are. Katy Perry Collections, right here on HSN.
All right, we are cleaning, and we are cleaning with the amazing power of Shark in our incredible Today Special. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Do not change the dial because we have some impressive things to show you. First and foremost, the unit that you are getting today, this amazing Shark that is this steam and scrub with steam blast, it is brand new. It is exclusive. It is nowhere at all out on the market. And for us, we also have it amazing upgrades that we didn't have in our other unit. We have one right now that's at hsn.com that's $179 that doesn't have the upgrades that this one has. And you can see it. There it is right there. Looks the same. Okay. Wait till we tell you about all of the upgrades that you're going to get. And all you need to do is choose your color. So this is the brass. We are now down to 250. Only 250 left in the brass. So if you're thinking about the brass, you need to think pretty quickly. In the center, we have the mint. The mint is exclusive now, and even when it does go to retail, you will not see the mint. That will always be exclusive for us. And then next to it, we have the eggplant, and the eggplant is also exclusive. I want you to take another look to the side because you're not just getting, well, you're not getting one set of pads, you're not getting two, you're getting 3 sets of pads. Remember, the pads go right in the washing machine, but the reason to give you 3, so if you have to do the whole house, you're not taking all of the dirty pads and going from one room to the next. Today, we have it at $119.99, $24 like on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, and there's no interest on our FlexPay whatsoever. And we are shipping it to you for free. So that's another $12.50 save. So you're saving a tremendous amount of money, but it's the power, the power, the power. And with Miss Megan Clementi, who's with me today. Oh, yeah.
Is that the power you're talking about?
That's the power. Woo, look at that.
That's the power of Shark. That steam blaster is just annihilating any kind of grime, nastiness, junk, gunk that could be in its way. Right now, it happens to be sweet little paw prints, but what is it at your house? Is it muddy footprints?
Yep.
Has it been raining a lot? Have people come into the house with their boots on? Is it kids? Do you have crayon on the ground? Do you have kids dropping maple syrup like I do? Or is it a baby puppy that's had some accidents, or an elderly puppy that's having accidents? My mom's dog has pee pads all over the house. And sometimes she misses her pee pad.
Yeah,
you know,
I know,
and so
they can't
something
help
like
it,
this,
poor things.
I never in a million years want to see my mom down here doing that. Because she's taking care of an animal.
Yes.
But
yes, you're
I
right.
would be okay if my mom just plugged this in and went like this.
And off you go.
And with one finger.
One finger.
Sanitize the floor that her bare feet are walking on whenever she's in her house, because she knows that her doggy had an accident.
Right.
This makes me feel good about being a daughter. This makes me feel good about my mom being 81 and living on her own. Being on her hands and knees would not make me feel good. That would make me feel like a terrible daughter.
Yeah, and you're right about the sanitizer, because it'll also, because of the power of the steam, you're removing 99.9% of the bacteria. So you're cleaning and you're sanitizing and you're doing the job. And look, it stands up on its own. So, what are we doing normally? What are we doing now to clean the floors? Here it is.
Which one do you want? You want this one?
I don't want either one.
This is the old way, and I'm sure this was fantastic at the time.
Yes.
Right? We had our clean water.
Yep.
We do our mess. We circle it around. We put it in here. That water's no longer clean. Now I'm taking dirty water. I'm putting the dirty water, and I'm using my muscles. And if something's bad, I'm getting in here, and I'm scrubbing, and I'm scrubbing, and I'm scrubbing. And if not, I'm on my hands and knees.
Exactly.
And again, I'm doing it with dirty water.
Dirty water.
This guy.
What are you spending?
Don't mind him.
Woo.
I have to replace all the pads all the time. That was so funny. She's so right. She's like, and you put the pads in here and you break your nail because your nail gets stuck in these little things. It's so true. The pad always flips.
And the pads, I mean, what do? You do a couple of passes on a dirty floor, and you're right, and you're changing the pad. So you can spend like a flex pay payment, right, to do maybe a floor and what you can pay for the pads, because the pads on those are expensive, and you're constantly doing that. Okay, enter the shark. Woo. Enter the shark. Here she comes.
Now this one is going to stand on its own. This one is going to scrub on its own. This one is going to sanitize on its own. I just have to be in charge and say, you're going to go do it over here, or you're going to do it over here.
Exactly.
And it's going to do all that work. Look at that rotation. That is engineering at its finest. Look at that hardwood floor. The idea that this is going to be 2 times more productive on any floor compared to traditional mopping, and it's way easier to do, way easier to store. And I don't know if I've ever even cleaned a mop. How do you clean a mop?
Good point. I don't think you have to just change the head on it, but sometimes you can't even change the mop head, right?
I'm going to throw this in the washing machine. Like,
exactly.
I'm dealing with this. This is super
way
easy.
easier.
And with this model, we talked about one of the benefits of this model that you're not going to find anywhere else is the fact that I have the removable water tank. So now I'm able to take this, fill it at the sink, and I'm just going to pop it back in. This bottom part is going to go right into the little hole, and then here, click, and that's it.
Can we put up that graphic first? Can we put up the one with the upgrades? Because I think this is the most important thing for you to understand. You're paying $60 less than the one on the web, and these are the upgrades.
Correct.
Now, that modernized user interface that we showed you right on the front.
Yep, so you're going to get 3 different steam settings with that user interface. It's just one button. It makes it very clear whether it's light, normal, or deep. And even in the instructions, we're going to tell you exactly what floors to use in which mode to make it really, really simple so that you can take care of your floors. That removable water tank I just showed you. The headlights we will show you again, but if you have lived in a world of floor care without headlights, you're living in like dinosaur ages. Because those headlights show everything. Then you got the steam blaster so we can tackle the worst of the worst. And not 1 set of pads, which you would expect.
Right.
You would hope for 2 set of pads.
Exactly.
We're giving you 3. We've never done that. That is an exclusive configuration that we're doing for HSN.
Love it. And you can pick up the extra pads. I know we have some behind us where you get the dusting guys as well, too, with the little microfiber fingers. So
got those little fingers to get into the hard to reach places, and it's going to magnetize to all of that dust and debris.
Yeah, we'll pop up the information on the screen. There it is, 878-816-1999 also. So you're buying all of those, and that is the HSN deal price for that. Plus, don't forget everything on FlexPay. So you have your 4 FlexPay payments, so that's $5 to get those home as well.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Such
but
a
now
great price.
Put her to the test.
All right, this is the test. What is the worst? It's going to be any kind of mess, whether it's kids had an accident or doggy had an accident. We're going to blast it away and sanitize it simultaneously. 1 step, no chemicals. We are going to feel good when this is done that we can walk on this floor for several reasons. It's sanitized, it's clean, and within 30 seconds, it's also going to be dry.
Yeah.
Right? So no one's going to be slipping and falling in the back when they come in from behind you because they don't realize it's clean. This is going to dry on its own. I'm going to use that beautiful interface. I'm going to touch it 1 time to turn it off, a 2nd time to bring it down to the first mode, which is light, because now I'm traveling to my hardwood floors. And remember, we want to respect our floors. It just needs some light dusting. There's a couple little paw prints on there. This is going to have a slower rotation, just barely slower, and it's going to have a little less water so that we can really be delicate on our delicate flooring. If you had to use the steam, you can see it right there. But even in this case, that's less steam than what you would have on the deep setting, which you would provide more steam.
And you can use this, obviously, your sealed hardwood floors. You're going to use it on your ceramic. You're going to use it on your vinyl, your tile, but you can also use it on your marble, your travertine, and your stone.
That's right. And this is probably what it's going to look like afterwards. Now, we didn't have too many colorful messes because we had some lighter accidents, but you can see everything that it did pick up. You're simply gonna pop these off. I hold on to it to the side because most of the steam at this point is coming up. And then I can just take this and go one,
and it sort of pops right in too, so it's not just, I think this is a big deal because a lot of times they're just adhesive and then they end up wearing off, right?
They do. So this is a plastic
those
piece,
are like
so it's
good
gonna
little
pop in
teeth
piece.
that are like...
And you have the 4 hook and loop. So it's not just gonna rely on that. We're giving you 2 things that will make sure that together, they're always gonna go in place. And these guys, see if I can make that again.
The laundry.
Woo, I feel like a basketball player.
You did a great job.
Keep scoring the basket. I'm scoring with the steam. I'm scoring with all this clean.
All the power.
All right, so we're now...
And you can use it with the steam blaster or not.
Correct, so no matter what, and this is what we saw on the glass top, is through the middle of the pads at 2 different points, hot water is coming out here and equally distributing throughout the pad. That's why we don't have any puddles. That's why we don't have any issues of hurting the laminate floor or hurting our hardwood floors. In this case, without the steam blaster, I was able to get all that crayon off the floor.
Wow.
I was able to come over here. Now, with the harder messes, getting up into the baseboards, then I might want to use the steam blaster. You can see the cloud of steam that is coming out of there. It almost looks like a foggy morning, but that steam, air can go anywhere it wants, right? So all of that steam is able to penetrate into the nooks and crannies that normally I might not be able to get. You can notice I'm barely holding on to it, and I can oscillate it in all these different directions. If, let's say I was in the bathroom right now, I need to go around the toilet, I could be blasting the toilet, going all the way around. Right? And I can make sure that it's disinfected as I'm going around because I have little boys. And you know, that's a hard skill to learn.
It is.
And mommy gets to clean it up.
Lucky mom.
But it's good, you know, like now at least I have the right tool to be able to do that. And I can just so easily go from floor to floor to floor, room to room to room.
I love it. Okay, colors, and how many now left, Pat? I want to go. Okay, so here's where we are. I don't believe you'll see the brass again because we have 175 only left in the brass. So thank you so much for all of your orders there. It's brass, it's mint, and it's eggplant. The unit itself, as we've been talking about, is exclusive. It's nowhere. It's not even out in the retail market. This is the lowest price we've ever had of any of our sharks. But going forward, the mint and the eggplant will still be exclusive for us. And the mint, pardon me? Which? Oh, yeah, you guys are loving these colors, too, and which is fabulous. But this is the one, if you're thinking about the brass, down to the final 175 left in the brass. And remember that you're getting all 3 sets of the pads as well to come right along with it. And we've never done that before. That was part of that wild, huge list of amazing upgrades that you're getting. But we want you to see the power of that steam blast. The power. This is 30 seconds from closet to clean. I just kicked it back. In the next 10 seconds or so, you're seeing that steam already coming out. Now I'm at the point where I can blast away anything that's in its path. If we're able to lower the lights, you're gonna really be able to see that that steam is going from one side of this flooring all the way to the other side of the flooring. And it's magnified by those great LED lights. So I can come through here, I can give it another second, and with one trigger button, all that steam starts to come back out. And you're gonna notice it's gonna cycle through. So it'll have a huge burst, it'll go a little bit lower, and then when you're ready, it's gonna cycle through into another large burst because it wants to make sure that at any point in time, you don't put too much water because too much water means you can't pick it up with the pad. So it's one of those things, again, my background is in engineering and I always marvel at what Shark has thought about because just an average person would be like, I need more water. I need to dilute the mess. I need more water. But we're not going, well, how are we gonna remove the water? The pad is only so big. The pad can only do so much. They have
have to come up with that perfect ratio. And they do it every time.
They did it. And by the way, almost 8,000 now spoken for. Thank you so much for all of your orders. Right around the corner, you are going to see a clock that is coming up on your screen. But don't wait. I mean, this, just put it in your cart, get it home. If you're not completely satisfied with the first time you use it, of course you can send it back. But the difference is the power. It's all of those incredible upgrades. That removable water tank is a big deal. It's a really, really big deal to have that as well. And you know what? If you are someone, I like to talk about this, that you're confined to a wheelchair in your home, but you'd like to be able to do things yourself, because we hear this over the years all the time. This is so easy. Like I said, one finger removing this around.
That's a really good point. I always talk about independence. I always talk about my mom, my poor mom. I'm always talking to her. She's 81 years old and she's totally independent. She does everything herself.
That's great.
But in this case, I mean, if you can lean over just to plug it in, then you can mop your entire floor. Because all we're doing is guiding it one way or the other. And we use our index finger to squeeze the trigger to be able to get that max amount of clean. Again, before, this had to be a strong man's job. A woman had to have some muscles on her to get onto the ground, to scrub the floor clean, to go down there into the grout with a toothbrush, right? Now you don't have to deal with that because the steam and scrub has already done it for you. Look, I am literally pushing away. It's almost, it reminds me of the fire hose, right? Just like all this power is coming out of this little circle, and it's so amazing. And when it's done, when it's over, nothing is left behind.
And no
30
streaks.
seconds, and this will be dried off, and you can walk on it. You don't have to worry about slipping or any issues. And your
so you're not back there with the paper towels under your feet, going across the floor.
With your socks.
With your the
polish.
socks.
This is my wipe off.
Right. That used to be our workout. You don't have to do that anymore.
I can just see you glide, dry,
the side, exactly.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now we're using steam. The steam is nice and hot, and it's going to do all of that for you.
That's what we want. Let it do the work. Not even 3 minutes remaining in our presentation. We are shipping it to you for free also. $24 on any credit card. And this is the lowest price that we have ever had on a Shark. Ever here at HSN. That is such a big deal. So definitely think about that. All of those amazing upgrades. I know we kept popping up that graphic for you to see everything that you're getting that really you never received, particularly in the unit that's on our web as well. That's $179. I mean, this is $119.99 plus again the free shipping, the flex pay. So this is the ideal time to take advantage of it if you've been thinking at all, or maybe you weren't even thinking about it, but you're like, you know what? I like it.
Yeah, sometimes you come across something, you're like, I didn't even know I needed that.
Yes,
but you're looking, you're like, man, I have pets. I have kids. Or maybe my house is the house that everybody travels to for summer. We have Mother's Day, Father's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July. If everyone's coming to your house, do you want your floors to look like this over here, if we can look at this hardwood floor, where it's kind of dusty and just a little dull? Or do you want to look like how it looks in the middle, where it's shiny and bright and polished? This is what just polishing your floors with the steam and scrub is going to look like. So if you're saying, well, I don't have these big gunky messes that Megan and Bobby keep talking about, we're showing you the extreme. This is what you need when you have kids and animals. But everybody needs to clean their floor
100%.
because we all have dust. We all walk from outside to inside. We all open our doors. We open our windows. And so this is just an everyday part of life. And the fact that we can sanitize and kill 99.9% of that common household bacteria means the next time you walk around in your socks like Bobby, that bacteria is not following you into your bed sheets.
Woohoo! Yeah, good point. 100 only left now in the brass. Wow! We're down to the final 100 in the brass. A few more, obviously, in the mint and in the eggplant. But honestly, if you've been thinking about that brass all day long, this is it, because you definitely will not see that by the next airing. But look at that, and look at the pads. Look at what
that is what you will see.
Yes. Exactly.
What you maybe didn't see on your floors before, you will notice, because you'll see white and then you'll see growtiness.
Yeah.
This is gonna be such a big difference. And I am not asking you to clean these. I am not asking you to scrub these. I'm not asking you to use chemicals on these. I'm asking you to simply pop it off. 1, pop off 2. Go over to your laundry basket and throw it in and deal with it when you can deal with it. Because we're gonna give you 3 sets, something that we've never done before. And with those 3 sets, use the ones that you need, maybe 1 for the bathrooms, 1 for the kitchen, and have a backup so if you don't get to washing them fast enough, you'll be ready to go with that 3rd set.
I like it. And again, you can hear they snap in, that so they're going to stay in place. They're not going to be falling off for you. And 150 rotations, scrubs per minute. That's another one of the big differences.
Here, Bobby, would you take this?
Of course.
Let's see who does a better job.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Who do you think's winning? Am I winning or is Bobby winning?